And action.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Hustle and Horsepower YouTube channel. We all hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. We were snowed in here.
Yeah, we were snowed in here for about 4 days. We did get out 2 days ago, but we were snowed in for 4 days. We didn't have it nearly as bad as quite a few of the other people in the region, but up here in New York, we had some flickers and stuff like that, but there were 70, 72, 75 mile an hour recorded wind gusts and stuff like that. And it was pushing all the water from the Great Lakes and Niagara River up on shore and creating a lot of big snow drifts and stuff like that. And just a couple miles away, they were having 8-10 foot snow drifts, and basically everything was closed down in the city. So we didn't leave the house for 4 or 5 days. But yeah, but during that time, we did talk to a friend of ours. Well, I guess before we get there, want to introduce what else?
We have another partnership to add to our list of companies that we're dealers for, and that is Holley. And Holley's a parent company to a bunch of other little companies, right?
So that they're not like a blanket company. So they include the whole list is down below in the description, but that includes everything from Holley carburetors and stuff like that to Holley EFI to MSD to Racepak to NOS, nitrous oxide systems, and a whole list of other things. That's all. Most of them are listed below, but that's in addition to the previous companies we are also dealers for, and those are all listed below as well. So that's pretty cool. And over the last couple of days, we started working on putting things in motion to get our motors together. The two really good motors.
Yep.
And the motor that's currently in Straight Gangster might end up in part 2 of the project.
Yep.
But part 1 of the project, I guess we could get back to where we were on the phone call with Earl.
Yeah.
So
well, Nick's gonna start working on part 1 in the next couple days, and
project 1 I should get. It's not really part 1 and part 2. It's project 1 and project 2.
Sure.
So project 1.
You're gonna start working on that in the next couple days. He's got that up here in Buffalo with him, so he's able to get that done while being close to home still. And we'll have that done. It's not going to be a long project, but we'll have that done in the next couple months, and then we'll plan on taking it for a little test drive.
Yeah, I think we're going to break it in. So I was on the phone with a friend of ours, Earl Schexenator from down in Louisiana. I met him on Drag Week 2013 or something like that, probably. And he's got a shop down there and stuff like that. But we talk on the phone every once in a while, and we were chit-chatting back and forth, and yeah.
He mentioned an event we should take it to.
So we might do that.
Yeah.
And there's going to be...
If all the cards fall into the right place.
There's no... I mean, we built Straight Gangster in 2 months and 2 days, so there's no reason why we can't get the car together and ready for that event. But it's going to be fun. And it could be really cool.
And after that, we'll have the car either up for sale or up for raffle, whatever we decide.
Hell, they could buy it on day 1 and they could do the event and the damn thing. For all I care.
Yeah.
Because Project 2 is going to be freaking cool. What? Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, well. So, whatever. So, that'd be cool. Project 2, we're working on those trick flow motors, the 2 trick flow blocks, aluminum big block Chevy blocks, that we're going to have. Ideally, we'll have 1 complete motor and a spare short block with a spare set of heads. Not a complete long block, I guess you could say, but a spare short block for Straight Gangster, because we plan on racing that quite a bit this coming year, even though we have MVP with us. So, first event for me, I would have liked to have been this weekend, but unfortunately, due to the weather and stuff like that, our personal Christmas got delayed. So, we're not celebrating Christmas until this Thanksgiving, because the whole city was shut down.
Thanksgiving. This weekend.
This weekend.
Yeah, I think you said this Thanksgiving.
Okay, whatever.
There's video proof of it.
Whatever. This weekend, the family is celebrating Christmas, and that means I'd have to leave for Turbo John's race in like 10 days after getting back, and with a newborn and stuff like that, it's probably
too much away. Too much being away.
Yeah, probably. So the plan is to race Turbo John's race at Knoxville Dragway. That's January 14th. Straight Gangster's a pretty good car for that. The car is basically ready. It is winterized and stuff like that, but not long worth of work. So in this video, we talk about some plans and stuff like that, and a couple little things. So hope you all had a Merry Christmas. And
hope you have a good New Year.
Yeah, we'll talk to you before New Year's. So
I scared her.
So
sorry, Peanut.
Smiley Miley's not being so smiley right now. I think she's hungry. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I think that's it right now, guys. We appreciate it. If you have any parts for Project 1 or Project 2, reach out to us, because we need a good variety of parts to put together both the vehicles. Yeah, so if you have stuff for sale, good used quality parts, let us know. Appreciate it, guys.
Well, guys, welcome back to the Hustlin' Horsepower YouTube channel. We're driving on the Grand Island Bridge right now, so Nick's got to concentrate.
So focused. You got to introduce yourself.
My name's Maddy.
No.
Nick.
You're Lady Gangster.
But it's Maddy.
You're Lady Gangster.
Okay, and you're Jack Beep.
And then there's MVP and Sexy Rexy in the back.
MVP Rex.
Sexy
Rex.
He gets the third row all to himself.
I don't know where he's at. But he's back there.
So we're minivan mans now, since we got the MVP, the little hustler, with us. And what is on today's agenda, babe?
I've got my routine checkup appointment, and then we are gonna go get newborn pictures taken.
Yep.
The lady that did our maternity pictures, Autumn Gilbert Photography, she's local here in Western New York. She's gonna do our newborn pictures, so we got that happening after the doctor's appointment, and then
I don't know.
My dad made cookies and lasagna.
I do like lasagna. I don't know if I can eat it.
He's thinking about bringing that over tonight.
I can try some. I can't really do red sauces though.
I know.
But
The cookies that he made had coconut, but he made some special without coconut. It was pretty good.
Oh. What a nice guy.
I like them. They're good. But I like coconut. So, what else?
What else? So guys, if you didn't see the video, the last video posted, maybe, about the new project that we're going to be starting on that you guys can potentially, I want to raffle it off and either do it so that it's like $25 a ticket, or 5 tickets for $100, or like maybe 15 tickets for like $250 or something like that. Well, if you only sell 100 tickets, right? We can't lose money on the deal. Like, we ain't here to rip anyone off. Like, we bust our butts to be able to do this stuff. But at the same time, like, it'd be really, really stupid to build this car and lose money on it.
Yeah.
And we just can't do that. Because it does need a whole lot of parts, since we stripped everything off to put Straight Gangster together after we lost the homegrown hustler chassis, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Or original chassis. So,
with that being said, again, if you guys have any good used parts or new parts, or you know, you're upgrading and you don't need X, Y, and Z on your car anymore, and you're looking to sell some things or whatever, we'd possibly be interested in buying to put into this build.
Yeah, buying good quality used parts and stuff like that. hustlinghorsepower@yahoo.com is the email, or you can just shoot us a message here, or just comment on the video and stuff like that. We check on that stuff fairly regularly, I guess you could say.
We try to do our best to read all the comments and respond to everybody we can, and
we do appreciate everyone that supports this journey. It's been fun. And with MVP here, we're gonna let this vehicle go, and then we're gonna start on the next project in line, which is gonna be a really cool deal for Maddy to race, and for us to take to different events and stuff like that. And compete in some different events that we don't compete in with straight gangster. So that could be some drag and drive stuff like Drag Week and Sick Week and Rocky Mountain Race Week like we did in the past with Sexy Rexy and MVP in the back seat and Lady Gangster and me up front. So I'd like to see Lady Gangster go out there. She's driven. She drove the Dirty 30. She went 540s and 135 or so, 137 in the Dirty 30.
And the Homegrown Hustler.
No, you went that fast in the Homegrown Hustler.
Well, yeah, but I've driven both.
You went 550s or so in the Derby 30. In that same 130, 135 mile an hour range. In the old Dirty 30, I went as fast as a 516 at 146. And Homegrown Hustler, who went fast in that car? I'm not going to tell you guys how fast we went in that thing, but I promise you it's considerably faster than what all you and you guys know how fast it's been. But yeah. So guys, if you got no parts and stuff like that, shoot them over. Whether it's parts that you're upgrading to or new parts that have been sitting on the shelf for a while or whatever it may be. Because we need a whole electronic system. This is going to be for like 2 cars now. The one that made part 2 and part 1. So if it's not something that we're going to use on the build that is going to be up for sale, to basically basically just free up some money and stuff like that, and help finance Project 2, and open up the budget for a rear bedroom toter home for MVP, so we have a little bit more room when we're traveling. What do you think? Midsummer or so, we'll start traveling again.
Maybe, yeah.
I want to race the Gut April 7th and 8th down in Dallas Fort Worth. I'd love to take Straight Gangster there. That's just one of those. That's a race I'd love to have Maddy in. It is a bucket list. One of the bucket list races. Do I think we have a car that could go out there and win? Not right now. The Gut is a front and side no prep, and Ryan Mitchell. I was watching some videos from the last event. Ryan Mitchell, PC Max, Kaylee Nate, and My Little Pony, Brent Self. There's a guy from Southern California. They're probably going 470s out there on a front side no prep on a track that's not overly great. Like, it ain't laser smooth. It ain't like a Norwalk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't a Summit Motorsports Park. It ain't a track like that. So.
How many events have they put on there? A lot.
Oh, Yellow Belly?
Yeah.
The Gut?
Yeah.
That place has been together since like 50s, 1950s or something like that. It was originally an area that the street racers from the Dallas Fort Worth area, Texas, went, and they were getting run off by the cops all the time. This is a story that I heard. They got ran off by the cops all the time, and the track was the farmer's access field to his fields and stuff like that. Well, one of the grandsons was one of the ones that got, one of the grandsons or something like that got ran off by the cops, and he brought all his friends to the farmer's road, and that's where they started racing.
Because it was technically private property.
Yeah, I guess the cops would be at the end on the main road, and they'd be watching and betting on the street races that were happening on the private road, because there wasn't much they could do on private property, right?
Right.
So that turned into what is now known as the Gut, and the Gut. The name of the track is Yellow Belly, but it's got a visual sense to it too, because like it's almost like a gauntlet, right? You pull up into the track, and it's a really tight turn to get into the staging lanes, and they're covered. The whole 8th mile from starting line to finish line is covered with is covered on either side of the track. The center of the track is open, but there's parking areas.
To the side,
yeah, the parking area and bleachers that are fully covered the full 8th mile of track on both sides of the track. And it's just epic living. It just, I don't know. I'd love to go through there. If we get this car to 60 foot properly, we could compete out there. But we're just not there yet. I have been playing with some things though to get it there. We're gonna do a video either later today or tomorrow. It'll be posted up in the next couple of days. That is, we're gonna talk about our potential 2023 race schedule and not necessarily events, but areas or places we'd like to hit and events that we're going to target, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Because hey, break it down here. This stuff's getting expensive. Like really freaking expensive.
Plans change, and now having MVP, it's things can be unpredictable. So
it's a little bit more difficult to do it with a kid. That's no doubt. Are we going to make it happen? Yeah, of course. Like we do. That's just kind of what we do. And but you got to do it smartly. And with losing a couple cars in the past couple years, you know, like we had to spend money that we didn't necessarily expect to spend. So that's we just got to do it smart. And we may be one of the only racers talking about it, but I promise you, the writing is on the wall that there's a lot.
In half a mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 7 for New York 5 West toward Buffalo Outer Harbor, Lackawanna.
We're all grassroots racers, but
use the right 2 lanes to take exit 7, then merge onto New York 5 West.
We're grassroots people, like, to the core. We just do it a lot. So, appreciate it, guys. Maybe one of your big smiles to offer to send them off.